Scotty AI is the solar backup for yacht owners that do not want to run a genset and want a silent night on the water. This privilege was delivered with a 12-volt house battery charged from 12-volt alternators on Yanmar engines. And what we added to this system was a 48-volt overlay with twin Scotties on here that are charging from 12-volt to 48-volt. They're bi-directional, so the power also flows back the other way. And you can see here the solar as well. It really is a solar backup system. The product here is really the artificial intelligence. Scotty is able to auto-tune to a specific alternator, do it very smoothly, very simply, and it's just so easy for the user. You're the customer here. What's your feedback?
Very easy to tune, very easy to set up. And it was really interesting for me to see just all the parameters that we're feeding into mapping that particular engine. And it's a question I've always had is, how does Scotty know the engine? And I think, seeing that real time on the app was fantastic, and just testing it. So, we could test out the hard mode, the medium mode, the soft mode. And it was very interesting that we could actually hear the differences. And obviously that corresponds to fuel economy for us. But very impressed from my side, Bruce.
We've got on there now Scotty's 3 kilowatt. Do you think that size fits your application here on the catamaran?
I think very well. I think when you look at that system, we didn't need to put in other systems, big alternators on that engine. It filled up the battery incredibly fast. 3 kilowatts on tap power is wonderful for a cruising catamaran. I think, coupled that with the whole system design of the solar, it's a perfect mix.
All right. Starts the engine and presses the auto tune button. The first stage determines the voltage set points for the subsequent stages, and in each of the subsequent stages looks at the shape, the profile of the voltage response to the various load conditions to determine where we are on the curve. The AI functionality then extrapolates that out to the maximum current load of the alternator that was keyed in. This alternator is now auto-tuned and operating. The very first time it starts, it's in soft mode, and you can see our touch display there that's sitting in the helm station, and you can dial that from soft, medium and hard. Now we're in the hard mode at idle, so it's driving the alternator as hard as it can. You'll see it'll go all the way up to about 240 amps on the low side. We're going to scroll down now and just have a look at the CAN battery. Being a CAN BMS, it sets the charge current limit that the Scotty will run to, and there's the power and the diagnostic information at the bottom. Turn Scotty off either on the phone app or in the helm station on the touch display.